CBP provides import data to importers of record, filers, and legal representatives who have submitted requests under the Freedom of Information Act. This data is provided through the Importer Trade Activity or ITRAC process. Currently, members of the trade community receive ITRAC reports on CDs for a processing fee. In addition, ISA participants receive quarterly ITRAC reports free of charge via the CTPAP portal. Now, CBP is making ITRAC data available in the Automated Commercial Environment, or ACE reports, allowing more streamlined access to business data. Benefits to users include reports being available on demand. There is no longer a 3 to 6 week waiting period. Reports being available for free. Those accessing ITRAC data through ACE reports will not be charged the $250 fee. The ability to access data through ACE reports. ITRAC reports will no longer be available solely on CDs. These changes are being rolled out using a phased approach. In the spring and summer of 2019, CBP began the transition by deploying reports to the new ITRAC workspace for bond, cargo release, entry summary, exams, and reconciliation data. By the spring of 2020, ITRAC reports will be updated and refined based on user feedback, and data availability in ACE reports will be enhanced by upgrading ACE reports' system performance. Throughout this period, users can continue to request multi-year ITRAC reports via CD. ISA participants can continue to use the CTPAP portal for ITRAC reports. To learn about the basics of ACE reports, please visit CBP's ACE Reports training resources, available here, www.cbp.gov/ACE. For questions, please contact ace.reports@cbp.dhs.gov.